This is my most favorite day of the year, and I'm sure it's the students and the parents and the family. What a big day. So thank you for being here and good morning. And just so pleased here to serve as the campus dean. This is my 11th year in the role, and I've been here really since the founding of the medical partnership. So for those that don't know me, you've met me through the last few years, but Shelley Nuss, I serve here as the dean, as I said, and just very privileged to be here. So we are here to do one thing today, and that's to celebrate this class of 2026. So congratulations. This is our largest class. We started at 40, then 50, then 60, but many amazing dual degrees and other things that have been accomplished. So we've got 69 students this year graduating, so our largest class, 13th actually for the campus itself. I do want to acknowledge a few individuals really this morning that have really contributed to the education of the students. Augusta University and the University of Georgia created this partnership probably in 07, 08, and then we opened our doors in 10. But we certainly wouldn't be here where we are today without the support from both those research and major universities. Our strength really here, as I've shared, is the community and the culture, the faculty, the staff, and everything working together to make it a special place to learn. Without the backbone of the medical school, though, is the faculty. So I do want all our faculty to rise for a minute and just give them a congratulations. We run a pretty tight ship, so we run on, frankly, just the right number of faculty to get it done, I'll be honest, and we have wonderful part-time and full-time faculty that are just believe in the mission of what we're doing in the education, and I really still feel we have world-class educators here that are just so passionate and dedicated to help you guys be the best that you can be. Also, the staff, I want to thank, where's Suzanne over here, for making everything happen today. And special thanks to others that have worked behind the scenes. So Tristan, where are you? Tristan's our student affairs coordinator. I don't know where Tristan is. It's Jennifer Stowe and Lindsay Derrick. Flint's running our wonderful music. I said we should do a sing-along with something, Don't Stop Believing or something, John Autry, and there's so many other staff that really make this place work and special, and I know the students really appreciate all that they do. Inside the classroom, we have that, but outside the classroom, right, we have people that have dedicated their body to science, our cadavers, your first patient, couldn't do it without them. We've got almost 70 standardized patients on payroll so that you guys can learn in role playing early on. And then we have community faculty, 300 or 400 physicians that have allowed you to come into their place of work and employment and really share in their patients and teach you really those skills that you need to know. So thank you. We also have many donors and the alumni. Listen, you always are going to be alumni here. I want you to remember that. And you're always welcome back. And no matter what happens in the future, that's my promise. So we want to do that, but hopefully it's good. I will say it's Mother's Day for all the mothers out there. What a wonderful day to celebrate. It's really the family and the friends and the support and each other, right? That's what's gotten you across the finish line. So remember, don't forget about them when you're sinking and busy. Remember to reach out to them when you need. So I'm going to stop here, and I think I'm going to bring up Dr. James Dornbush. Come on up, James. Just exceptional personality and such an even-keeled person to lead. So I expect big things down the road. But anyway, he's going to share a few moments of reflection with the class, really, and just what this has meant to him.
Good morning, everyone. So a little off script here. I told everyone on Thursday we were in Augusta, and everyone was asking me how I felt about my speech. And I said, I'm a little more nervous because I'm actually speaking to people I know, classmates, faculty, family members. And that's now like times 3 because this whole room is just that. So if my nerves seem a little shaky, that's why. But even though you all heard me give a speech 2 days ago, I'm really grateful to be delivering another one, this time directly to my Athens classmates and the families who walked alongside with us. I was given more of a prompt for this speech today, to focus on reflection. And honestly, I found that pretty difficult. Over the last 4 years, there's been so much to reflect on that narrowing it down to a few minutes felt almost impossible. But last week, I was driving around Athens, listening to the radio. The song in the background was really just noise until I heard the lyrics, touches stricken, cold, and clinical. I found it pretty funny because the word clinical almost has opposing meanings depending on who you ask. Since our first year of medical school, we've been taught how important and meaningful the clinical environment is. We were taught that medicine is built on trust, that physicians have the opportunity to connect with patients, walk alongside them during difficult moments, and help carry burdens that people often cannot carry alone. When we learned clinical skills, some of the hardest things to practice weren't the technical parts. They were the human parts. How to make a patient feel comfortable during an uncomfortable exam, how to ask vulnerable questions with compassion, and how to deliver information honestly but gently. Outside of medicine, the word clinical often means the exact opposite. Clinical gets grouped in with words like cold, sterile, robotic, detached, and to the public, sometimes physicians can feel just that. Over the last 4 years here in Athens, though, that's not what I saw. I saw a select group of classmates that always amazed me with their clinical skills. Whether it was a simulated encounter or we were together on the hospital wards, these students would always make a path straight to the patient, introducing themselves, checking in with them, making sure the person lying in that bed knew they were being seen, not just worked on. They were the students I always aspired to be. I saw classmates at population health clinics stay with our teenage patient long after presentations were over because that child was scared and still had questions. I saw people go home carrying the emotional weight of difficult encounters because they cared deeply about the people they just met. I saw us learn medicine not as clean and straightforward as textbooks made it seem. Patients don't fit nearly into algorithms. Healing's imperfect, and sometimes the right answer is still a difficult outcome. Somewhere between anatomy lab, shelf exams, late shifts, and trying to survive clerkship scheduling, we were learning something much more difficult than medicine alone. We were learning how to remain human throughout it all. And I think the Athens campus played a huge role in just that. What made this campus special was how close we all became, not just physically, but personally. We learned medicine in smaller rooms, smaller teams, tighter communities. There was no disappearing into the background here. We celebrated each other's milestones, supported each other through loss, stress, uncertainty, exhaustion. We shared study plans, meals, panic before exams, and probably far too many haikus. Over time, classmates became colleagues, and colleagues became family. Quite literally, some of our classmates are now married with children of their own. And honestly, there's a lot of irony as I'm saying this, because I'm going into radiology. And there's probably a joke about how the future radiologist is giving a speech about patient interaction. Honestly, I think this idea may matter even more to me because of that. Even when patients are not physically interacting with us, they're still entrusted to us. Every scan represents a person waiting for answers, someone experiencing fear, hope, grief. Every image still belongs to a patient. And I think that idea remains true no matter what specialty we're all going into. Eventually, all of us will become good at the technical parts of medicine. Residency will train us to do that. We'll become faster, efficient, knowledgeable, decisive. But my hope for all of us is that we never confuse professionalism with emotional distance. That we never allow clinical to become synonymous with coldness. I hope we remain thoughtful without becoming detached, precise without being impersonal, and efficient without losing compassion. Because years from now, this was said on Thursday, our patients are unlikely to remember the exact differential diagnosis we gave them or the number of fishbone diagrams we drew for their labs throughout the days. but they will remember how we made them feel during some of the hardest, most vulnerable times of their lives. The degree we celebrate today recognizes that we are capable of practicing medicine. But the greater challenge moving forward is practicing medicine without losing the humanity that brought us here in the first place. When I reflect on these last 4 years, that's what gives me the most confidence about my class. Not just that we will become excellent physicians, but that we will continue to grow as empathetic clinicians. To our Athens campus and faculty, thank you for shaping us into that kind of doctor. And to my classmates, congratulations. It's truly been an honor walking alongside each of you. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2026.
Thank you, James. Always a stellar performance, and I know I have been so pleased to just work alongside you for the last 4 years. Well, I wanted to share a few remarks, and unfortunately, or fortunately, the themes are going to be very similar, and I'm sure Dr. Greenwood behind me is going to share something similar. But you know, this past Thursday, as you know, most of us were there and celebrating that actual hooding. I know we're wearing them now. We're calling you doctors. They had doctor in the program, by the way, which we pushed for that. But you know, the hooding is just one part of it. It's the academic hood. It's kind of that moment that you make it across the finish line, as we say, and you heard about last day, first day. But really, today is way more than the completion of your medical education, right? It's the beginning. Really, what I would say is a life defined by purpose, responsibility, but I also will say extraordinary opportunity, right? You stand at a threshold that I will say very few people truly understand. They just don't understand what you're doing all day long. And you spent years mastering this science, right? Long nights, pushing through moments of doubt. But what you carry forward is way more than knowledge, right? It's trust, the trust. And from this day forward, your patients are going to look to you every day for answers, but they want reassurance, they want compassion, and they want hope. Medicine is not just a profession, it is a calling, right? All of us who have done that, I think that is true, and it will challenge you, I will say, in way more ways than textbooks or iPads or apps or whatever we're using anymore, right? EMRs, you know, it's going to challenge you way more than that. There are going to be so many days when the diagnosis is not clear, right? And you're just filled with doubt, and you just don't know what to do. And then outcomes, what you hope for, are not going to happen. The patient you saw last night is not with you in the morning. It goes on, and there's a lot, but you got to remember why you started. We're always back. I tell the faculty, what is the why? What's your true north? And then remember the first time you realized that you could make a difference in someone's life. That's what's going to keep you going. That's the why. You're also entering a field that I will say, if you're off the internet, they say, and the faculty have heard me say this, just 1 hour. So by the end of today, you're already behind. New technologies, new treatments, new discoveries, all going on all the time. But I think, as my good Dr. Brownfield says every day, stay curious. When you lose that, you lose the learning, right? Stay humble, stay grounded. The best physicians, right, are not those that know everything, but those that never stop learning, never ever stop learning, and who are willing to listen to your patients, to your colleagues, and to the quiet voice inside you that keeps you going forward with high-level professionalism and integrity. You can't lose that. You can't. You've got to have that line where it's going to be. But I think, as we've all said, never lose sight, really, of the human side of medicine. Your patients, as we said, will not remember all those details. In fact, they'll probably remember 5% of a complicated conversation, but they will remember how you make them feel. That's the number one thing. It's just the small moments of empathy, the steady hand, the sitting at the bedside, all of that, willing to listen and truly see the person right behind the illness. These are the things that define great physicians, and all of you have it in it. I know you do. In a world of increasing complexity and technology, your humanity is your biggest strength. and communication with your patients. I think lastly, I'll just say, you got to take care of you. You got to take care of yourself, right? You're no good to anybody else if you're not yourself feeling good. As we say, you can't pour from an empty cup. The demands of the profession are very real. You will have long, long weeks. I hear the 80 hours. There will be weeks there are 100. You're supposed to balance to 320, but you're going to be working hard. But look for the connection with others in the moments of rest, because protecting your well-being with the same dedication you care for your patients. I want you to look around today at everybody in this room. They're your colleagues, your future collaborators, your lifelong community. You've got to lean on each other, and I don't mean by text. Pick up the phone and call. You're having a bad day, pick up the phone and call somebody, and you'll feel better at the end of that. You got to celebrate each other, and medicine is never, ever meant to be practiced alone, and you're not alone. Please come back. So know this, you will make a difference, not in grand, visible ways every day, but often in quiet, profound moments, right? A life comforted, a family supported, a patient heard. This is what matters. Go forward with courage, lead with compassion, and please practice with excellence. You guys have the skills, you have the stuff, you've got it. Get the attitude, get the integrity, and you're gonna make yourself proud. You have to feel grounded and celebrate every moment that's out there. And it's gonna be a challenge. It's gonna be dark days, but there are so many wonderful days when you make a difference. So congratulations, doctors. I will say the world needs you, and it's better because you're in it. So congratulations, class of 26. Amazing Dr. Bryson Greenwood. He was chosen by the class to give the keynote today. Probably many of the same themes are going to come through Bryson, as I said, but Bryson really was the year 1-2, that's that first 2-year curriculum director. It really was the formative years for the students. So thank you, Bryson, and come on up.
Congratulations, class of 2026, and congratulations to all the people who made today possible. Your family, your friends, mentors, Dean Nuss, administration staff, and your faculty. I'm so proud of each and every one of you, and I'm so honored to be with you here this morning. I also want to reassure you that under this academic gown, I am wearing none other than what was essentially my uniform during your pre-clerkship years, brown pants and blue shirt. The only time I have been more honored is when several of you dressed up in brown pants and a blue shirt to impersonate me in a skit at the Holiday Review. Before I was your year 1-2 curriculum director, I was more fully immersed in clinical work as a family physician, caring for patients with complex medical and social needs. I love finding ways to put patient-centered care into action, both with the individual patient in front of me and also with the systems that we work within, how teams work, how we put evidence into practice, and how technology can either support or get in the way. Then I made a shift into medical education. My own life in medicine has taken paths I could not have predicted, and yours will too. So one of my messages today is this: be curious about what your life in medicine will become. Speaking of curiosity, when James reached out to me about my speaking today, one theory came to mind right away. Your class is the class that I have done the most handstands with. Some of you will remember that in a second-year SGL with Dr. Sobring, we started using our mid-class 5-minute break for pull-ups, squats, and eventually handstands. Later that year, some of you were taking a quiz in Russell Hall 228. and I was filling in as proctor. And there was a crowd request from me to do a handstand right before the quiz began. And against my better judgment, I did. We have so many stories of connection, team names, student interest group conversations, mini med camp, graduations, iftar dinners. The list is long. This kind of connection matters, especially because medicine will continue to ask a lot of you. And especially because you began medical school in unsettled times, and you are graduating into unsettled times. In residency, you will step into roles and you will get stuff done. You will have highs and you will have lows. So another piece of advice, do not rethink your career decision at 4 o'clock in the morning. Do the next task, take a deep breath, and keep going. But later, when you have time, come back to what happened. Sometimes it will have been a patient interaction, sometimes a medical diagnosis, sometimes a team interaction. Sometimes you'll be trying to figure out what even happened. And many times you'll be trying to figure out what happened emotionally, or what it all means for your sense of self, your professional identity. Find ways to process. That might look like the clerkship process groups you had here at the Medical Partnership, a small group, a faculty facilitator, people who know and understand your context. Processing might look like a knitting circle, talking with your partner, a meal with your religious community, you journaling in a coffee shop, a phone call with someone who is in this room right now. Making sense of what's happening can sustain you and guide you. Sometimes it will be about something that left you sad, angry, or guilty. And other times you'll be letting an inspiring moment in medicine sink in. Rereading a thank you card from a patient. Pumping your fist in the air for making a diagnosis or intervening before that patient went downhill. Or for effectively counseling a patient by weaving together motivational interviewing techniques. So be curious about your life in medicine that is unfolding before you. It will be more varied than you can fully see right now. As your life unfolds, let this community remain part of the story. When you go to a conference, grab a meal with your medical partnership classmates and some of us faculty. Travel back to Athens, knock on our doors, introduce us to your children. And if you bring a dog to campus, we still cannot let it into quiz review, but I do want to pet it. Our Athens campus is changing, and you will always be a part of our professional family. After the ceremony, when we're in the lobby, reconnect with someone in this room and tell them a memory that you have with them. Thank you for serving patients. Thank you for representing this campus far and wide and proudly. And congratulations.
Thank you, Bryson. Love it, love it. Great person, right? I know, you picked the right one. All right, well, we've got the special moment where we're gonna recognize each of the individual class now. I've got Dr. Ellen House, extraordinaire psychiatrist on my right, and Dr. Carrie Kelly, also selected by the class. She's a pediatrician, and Carrie's kind of in the role Bryson is now at that year 1, 2, so they do get pretty close with the class. So we're going to turn it over to them. The students will enter from the right as we're flashing things on the screen, and then meet me over on the other side for a couple of pictures and a gift from the class. So here we go.
All right, everybody. Hamza Ali is from Lilburn, Georgia. Dr. Ali will complete his residency in otolaryngology at Emory University School of Medicine in Georgia.
Yassine Emalal is from Marietta, Georgia. Dr. Emalal will complete his residency in medicine preliminary at Morehouse School of Medicine in Georgia.
Radesh Amin is from Marietta, Georgia. Dr. Amin will complete his transitional year of residency at Northside Hospital in Gwinnett, Georgia.
Jordan Bile is from Alpharetta, Georgia. Dr. Bile will complete her residency in anesthesiology at University of Tennessee Graduate School of Medicine in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Alex Badron is from Smyrna, Georgia. Dr. Badron will complete his residency in general surgery at Eastern Virginia Medical School, Old Dominion University in Norfolk, Virginia.
Matthew Bussey is from Cartersville, Georgia. Dr. Bussey will complete his residency in psychiatry at the University of North Carolina Hospitals.
Victor Chaban is from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Dr. Chaban will complete his residency in internal medicine at Emory University School of Medicine in Georgia.
Andrew Chang is from Marietta, Georgia. Dr. Chang will complete his residency in internal medicine at Advent Health Redmond in Georgia. He is unable to join us today.
Tasia Dan is from Fayetteville, Georgia. Dr. Dan will complete her residency in ophthalmology at Louisiana State University.
Robert Callan Davidson is from Greensboro, Georgia. Dr. Davidson will complete his residency in preliminary surgery at Vanderbilt University Medical Center in Tennessee.
Erica DeAndre is from Galesburg, Connecticut. Dr. DeAndre will complete her residency in surgery at Brooks Army Medical Center in Texas.
James Dornbush is from Marietta, Georgia. Dr. Dornbush will complete his residency in radiology diagnostic at Mayo Clinic School of Graduate Medical Education in Florida.
Asla Dos Santos is from Peachtree City, Georgia. Dr. Dos Santos will complete his residency in preliminary surgery at Nassau University Medical Center in New York.
Rebecca Dry is from Marietta, Georgia. Dr. Dry will complete her residency in neurology at the Medical University of South Carolina.
Olivia Erickson is from Johns Creek, Georgia. Dr. Erickson will complete her residency in psychiatry at San Mateo Behavioral Health and Recovery Services in California.
Damian Izuma is from Marietta, Georgia. Dr. Izuma will complete his residency in internal medicine at Northeast Georgia Medical Center.
Jessica Garcia is from New York City, New York. Dr. Garcia will complete her residency in emergency medicine at Emory University School of Medicine in Georgia.
Joshua Geltz is from Blairsburg, Georgia. Dr. Geltz will complete his residency in psychiatry at University of New Mexico School of Medicine.
Sean Gordon is from Alpharetta, Georgia. Dr. Gordon will complete his residency in orthopedic surgery from the University of Florida College of Medicine Shands Hospital.
No.
Thanks for joining me, Brewsters. James Griggers is from Kennesaw, Georgia. Dr. Griggers was unable to attend today, but he will complete a transitional year of residency at Wellstar Health System, Kennestone in Georgia.
Isabel Gupton is from Atlanta, Georgia. Dr. Gupton was unable to attend today, but will complete her residency in psychiatry at Prisma Health, University of South Carolina School of Medicine, Columbia.
Anna K. Guzman is from Snellville, Georgia. Dr. Guzman will complete her residency in anesthesiology at Vanderbilt University Medical Center in Tennessee.
Ansley Harrelson is from Atlanta, Georgia. Dr. Harrelson will complete her residency in internal medicine at Boston University Medical Center in Massachusetts.
Parker Helms is from Cartersville, Georgia. Dr. Helms will complete his residency in family medicine at Self Regional Healthcare in South Carolina.
Noor Helou is from Atlanta, Georgia. Dr. Helou will complete her residency in family medicine at Contra Costa Regional Medical Center in California.
Horace Jamal is from Tucker, Georgia. Dr. Jamal will complete a transitional year of residency in neurology at Emory University School of Medicine in Georgia.
Amy Jenkins is from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Dr. Jenkins will complete her residency in preliminary surgery at Vanderbilt University in Tennessee.
Firdaus Khan is from Sewanee, Georgia. Dr. Khan will complete her residency in internal medicine at University of South Florida, Morsani College of Medicine, Tampa.
Aditya Krishna is from Alpharetta, Georgia. Dr. Krishna was unable to be with us today, but he will complete his residency in general surgery at Sunrise Health GME Consortium in Nevada.
Jasmine Lake is from Decula, Georgia. Dr. Lake will complete her residency in obstetrics gynecology at Atrium Health Navicent Medical Center in Georgia.
Jack Lehman is from Marietta, Georgia. Dr. Lehman will complete his residency in emergency medicine at University of Tennessee College of Medicine, Chattanooga.
Jason Levin is from Northbrook, Illinois. Dr. Levin will complete his residency in anesthesiology at ISMMS Mount Sinai Hospital in New York.
I love you, Jason.
Amanda Lilly is from Warner Robins, Georgia. Dr. Lilly will complete her residency in family medicine at Emory University School of Medicine in Georgia.
Delaney Lockwood is from Kennesaw, Georgia. Dr. Lockwood will complete her residency in neurology at University of Florida College of Medicine Shands Hospital.
Abdullah Bai is from Augusta, Georgia. Dr. Bai will complete his residency in preliminary surgery at Wake Forest Medical Center in North Carolina.
James McClellan is from Savannah, Georgia. Dr. McClellan will complete his residency in emergency medicine at Wellstar Health System, Kennestone in Georgia.
Lucas McCook is from Morris, Georgia. Dr. McCook will complete his residency in family medicine at University of Alabama College of Community Health Sciences, Tuscaloosa.
William McCormick is from Columbus, Georgia. Dr. McCormick was unable to attend today, but he will complete his residency in orthopedic surgery at the Medical College of Georgia.
Hunter McWilliams is from Athens, Georgia. Dr. McWilliams will complete his residency in anesthesiology at Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center in North Carolina.
Elena Moore is from McDonough, Georgia. Dr. Moore will complete her residency in neurology at the University of Florida College of Medicine Shands Hospital.
Taylor Moore Lacey is from Roswell, Georgia. Dr. Moore Lacey will complete her residency in pediatrics at Thomas Jefferson University, Nemours Children's Health in Philadelphia.
Naeem is from Alpharetta, Georgia. Dr. Naeem will complete her residency in neurology at Morehouse School of Medicine in Georgia.
Pamela Wynn is from Morrow, Georgia. Dr. Wynn will be working in research after graduation.
Eric O'Hara is from Tequila, Georgia. Dr. O'Hara will complete his residency in internal medicine at Mayo Clinic School of Graduate Medical Education in Florida.
Eric Odermatt is from Georgia. Dr. Odermatt would complete his residency in emergency medicine at the University of Virginia Medical Center.
John Ostrowski is from Atlanta, Georgia. Dr. Ostrowski will complete his residency in internal medicine at Yale New Haven Hospital in Connecticut.
Shivani Patel is from Waycross, Georgia. Dr. Patel will complete her residency in family medicine in Spartanburg Medical Center in South Carolina.
Caitlin Pierce is from Andreas, Pennsylvania. Dr. Pierce will complete her residency in obstetrics gynecology at University of Alabama Hospital in Birmingham.
Isabella Rangos is from Savannah, Georgia. Dr. Rangos will complete her residency in neurology at the Medical College of Georgia.
Christopher Ree is from Sewanee, Georgia. Dr. Ree will complete his residency in anesthesiology at MGB Brigham and Women's Hospital in Massachusetts.
Morgan Ricketts is from Woodbine, Maryland. Dr. Ricketts will complete her residency in emergency medicine at University of Maryland Medical Center.
Quinn Rowe is from Atlanta, Georgia. Dr. Rowe will complete his residency in radiology diagnostic at the Mayo Clinic School of Graduate Medical Education in Florida.
Justin Rowe is from Sugar Hill, Georgia. Dr. Rowe will complete his residency in pediatrics at Emory University School of Medicine in Georgia.
Okay, Josie Ryder is from Baldwin, Georgia. Dr. Ryder will complete her residency in internal medicine at University of Maryland Medical Center.
Khadijah Shabir is from Alpharetta, Georgia. Dr. Shabir will complete her residency in psychiatry at the Medical College of Georgia.
Christina Shin is from Duluth, Georgia. Dr. Shin will complete her residency in psychiatry at the University of Chicago Medical Center in Illinois.
Talia Cicero dos Santos is from Albany, Georgia. Dr. Cicero dos Santos will complete her residency in internal medicine at Valley Health Winchester Medical Center in Virginia.
Grace Snuggs is from Marietta, Georgia. Dr. Snuggs will complete her residency in family medicine at Spartanburg Medical Center in South Carolina.
Deborah Song is from Sewanee, Georgia. Dr. Song will complete a transitional year of residency in ophthalmology at West Virginia University School of Medicine.
Sarah Stay is from Atlanta, Georgia. Dr. Stay will complete her residency in obstetrics gynecology at Sinai Hospital of Baltimore and Maryland.
Constance Sullivan is from St. Simons Island, Georgia. Dr. Sullivan will complete her residency in orthopedic surgery at Crillion Clinic, Virginia Tech, Crillion School of Medicine in Virginia.
Hanyao Sun is from Beijing. Dr. Sun will complete his residency in general surgery at HCA Houston Healthcare, University of Houston in Texas. He was unable to join us today.
Kayla Tatum is from Douglas, Georgia. Dr. Tatum will complete her residency in emergency medicine at Orlando Health in Florida.
DeCray Tessima is from Decatur, Georgia. Dr. Tessima will complete her residency in family medicine at Emory University School of Medicine in Georgia.
Amelia Violet Polly is from Johns Creek, Georgia. Dr. Violet Polly will complete her residency in internal medicine at Medical College of Georgia. She was unable to be with us today.
is from Savannah, Georgia. Dr. Wallace will complete her residency in obstetrics gynecology.
Go Matt.
Sarah Wells is from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Dr. Wells completed her residency in emergency medicine at NYU Grossman School of Medicine in New York.
Justin Wolosen is from Dunwoody, Georgia. Dr. Wolosen will complete his residency in general surgery at the Medical College of Georgia.
Jay Guang is from Alpharetta, Georgia. Dr. Guang will complete his residency in internal medicine at Kaiser Permanente in Oakland, California. Thank you.
Now we'd like to introduce Scott Richardson. It's going to come to the stage here, Associate Dean of Academic Success. I will say Scott is going to be retiring at the end of this year and has been kind of the cornerstone at the beginning of the partnership. So we're going to dearly miss Dr. Richardson, but he's going to come up now and we'll be presenting an award that we give every year at this ceremony.
Thank you. As the class knows, when I teach large group, I usually have a boom mic that I have over my ears so that I can wave my hands as well as advance the slides and speak. But today I don't have either slides or anything to wave my hands about, so I'm here to announce the Amarachi Anukom Professionalism and Service Award. So good morning, class of 2026. As I look upon you this morning, I reflect on how much you've grown and how much growth still lies ahead of you. I'm really excited for your potential. As I do this, though, I have a relatively agreeable, but still a sensation of swelling in my chest that I attribute to a quasi-parental sense of pride in your accomplishment. Now, to give you a bit more of the background of this discomfort for your present illness, I have had it every year since the class of 2014 walked across the stage and we announced their names. I had the same quasi-parental sense of pride as I do today. And it's returned every year at this time on this occasion as students have walked across because we put so much into your development, as have you, including the year for the class of 2019. When among other students that year, Dr. Amarachi Anukom walked across the stage, bursting with pride for her accomplishments and brimming with potential for the future. While she was here at the partnership, Amarachi had a tremendous positive influence as a member of student government, as one of our student ambassadors. She also made a tremendous impact in the communities we serve by volunteering as a clinician and manager of our local clinic for the underserved communities, as well as through fundraising and service events. Despite her life's many burdens, Amarachi was cheerful in the face of that adversity and was genuinely devoted to the service of others. Later that same year, that swelling sensation returned with more discomfort, for we learned that Amarachi had passed away during the first year of her residency. Our hearts go out again to her family, her loved ones, and her partnership family here as we live with her loss and keep her memory alive. To honor her, We've created an annual award in her name. The graduating senior medical student vote each year to select one of their peers who exemplifies professionalism, humanism, and advocacy for underserved patients and communities. Award recipients receive a certificate, and their names are added to a plaque that's displayed in the Winnie Davis Hall, the main administrative hall of our medical school. This year, it is my honor to announce that the Dr. Amarachi Inukam Award for Professionalism and Service goes to Dr. Amanda Lilly. I did need to wave my hands.
Amanda, I just, if you're into horse racing, the Kentucky Derby happened, but then we got the Preakness and the Belmont, and I just told her she won the Triple Crown because she won the Physician Award, and then Leonard Tao, Humanism, and this award, so congratulations, and we want you back here. We want you back here. The students also get to pick an Educator of the Year, and so they have a lot of extra work electing things you can see here at the end, but they really wanted to honor someone who really is passionate, dedicated to medical education and students' support and everything. So this year we have the winner, and I just want Dr. Kurt Horst to please stand here. So down the stretch they come. I know some people, we don't want to have a 3-hour meeting this morning, and we won't. So we have the distinct privilege now, and I led the Hippocratic Oath on Thursday. But again, in holding with the tradition of new physician, it is time to recite together the Hippocratic Oath. This year, I'm going to ask Dr. Don Scott. Dr. Don Scott has also been with the partnership many, many years. He was the winner of this year's Faculty Award for Gold Humanism, and so I'm going to have Don come up. Don also is going to be retiring this summer, and so we're going to miss him dearly as well. So Don, I'd like you to come up, and he's going to lead you together in the Hippocratic Oath.
So class of 2026, I can't tell you what an honor and a privilege it is after being at the Medical Partnership for 14 years, which is over half of my academic career, that my final act as a full-time faculty member will be to lead you and any physicians in the audience that would like to recommit to reciting the Hippocratic Oath. And it's printed there on the last page of your handout, I guess. Is this a handout? Yeah, okay. Okay, and so please stand. Class of 2026, and any physicians who'd like to join us in the audience. And we do this in unison, okay? And even though you might like to turn me up to 1.5 or 2, so we're gonna go regular speed. Inside joke, sorry. I swear to fulfill, to the best of my ability and judgment, this covenant. I will respect the hard-won scientific gains of those physicians in whose steps I walk, and gladly share such knowledge as is mine with those who are to follow. I will apply for the benefit of the sick all measures that are required, avoiding those twin traps of overtreatment and therapeutic nihilism. I will remember that there is art to medicine as well as science, and that warmth, sympathy, and understanding may outweigh the surgeon's knife or the chemist's drug. I will not be ashamed to say I know not, nor will I fail to call in my colleagues when the skills of another are needed for a patient's recovery. I will respect the privacy of my patients, for their problems are not disclosed to me that the world may know. Most especially must I tread with care in matters of life and death. If it is given to me to save a life, all thanks. But it may also be within my power to take a life. This awesome responsibility must be faced with great humbleness and awareness of my own frailty. I will remember that I do not treat a fever chart, a cancerous growth, but a sick human being whose illness may affect a person's family and economic stability. My responsibility includes these related problems if I am to care adequately for the sick. I will prevent disease wherever I can, for prevention is preferable to cure. I will remember that I remain a member of society with special obligations to all my fellow human beings, those sound of mind and body, as well as the infirm. If I do not violate this oath, may I enjoy life and art, respected while I live, and remembered with affection hereafter. May I always act so as to preserve the finest traditions of my calling, and may I long experience the joy of being those who seek my help. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Be seated. Well, listen, so glad everyone could be here, and I just want to say, let's give one big woo-ha. Go got it. You guys, go get it. Go get it. Listen, thank you guys so much. The reception's out front. We're going to do a receptional with some fun music. I'm going to lead out the stage party, followed by Dorn Bush this way and faculty following after. Let's see if we can do it. Congratulations, class of 2026. Let's go.